field at Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. Welcome in, everyone. Kate Scott, Brock Hewitt on the call for you for this one. And I'm sure a lot of people in attendance and watching from home, Brock, they've already got the winner made up in their mind. But I'll tell you one thing, we've got a sideline down there ready to dispel that eye test.
Well, all that talk before the game is just that talk. You could look at past performance, you could look at metrics, you could spin any numbers you want. But we're about ready to kick this thing off, and from there, it's anybody's game.
And he's out of bounds up across the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. The defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game.
A good RPO play, it takes a lot of time. Proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Well, that one didn't have any of it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Williams set to pass. That's going to be incomplete. First time he's looked his back's way this game, but no results yet.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
Wow, wide open here. Complete. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Ready, set up.
Quick throw to the left is complete. And this one doesn't go far.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Ready, set up.
Here's Williams again. That's caught Tucker Kraft. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready, set up.
To the air yet again, Williams. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. You look underneath here, Robinson. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Through 1 quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Time to begin the second quarter, and we'll pick up with what's already been a lengthy possession. They're advancing it well as they face second down. Williams will look to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson, and things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
3rd down, here's Williams. Short pass brought in. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So with that play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it.
Whiskey!
4th down, Williams. He finds him beyond the marker. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
What is it? Filthy!
From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. These guys get some late points and the lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Sanders now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Warriors 70.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Headed out right. He's keeping it. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
Positive that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Dragon 60.
Looking in the air here. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. Buys time, rolling right. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring it up 4th down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Here's the snap on 4th. Buying some time left. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, bro.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, excited for this one. Partner, what are we looking at here as this game gets rolling?
You know, I think this game is quite interesting in the fact, Mike, that I feel like before every week's matchup, we sit up here and we talk about quarterbacks and the passing game. And obviously, that is the direction the NFL has been headed for the last couple years. But in this matchup here today specifically, I think both these offenses want to flip that on its head. They want to control the clock, time management, ball control. Don't be afraid to punt the ball away and play defense. It's a little bit of an old school philosophy, but you have to do whatever it takes to win each matchup, and I think both of those formulas of these two teams are very similar.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
15 yards. That's good for a Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They're going to run. It's the man from Rutgers, Kyle Monunga. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Here's a 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Throwing now on 3rd and long, and that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. That's going to be caught. And this is going to backfire in a big way. Going for it on their own side of midfield, but they turn it over on downs.
Ready, throw.
They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. Big opening up the middle. And he will go all the way. Bijan Robinson, touchdown, LA. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. This will be returned from the 6. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
They're on the 34-yard line.
We're going to run it here with Monunga. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
To go.
They'll look to throw. Oh, an ill-advised throw there. It's an interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the handoff, it's Robinson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. The tight end, Jonnu Smith, secures it. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And I don't know. I'm not sure he got there. I think they're going to mark him short. And now it is fourth down. They'll go. It's Robinson. First down and more inside the 15. And he's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That's his second touchdown tonight. A try here for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chargers extend their advantage to 13-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Run now for Manunga. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
1 quarter in the books. The Chargers out to the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the second quarter. They've got it looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Here we go.
Now they'll set up to throw. He gets this into the hands of Green. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL. Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. The big man, Nnamdi Madubuike, there for the sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they forced 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football back as we reach the 2-minute warning. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. And that one incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Williams to throw on second down. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up third and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Now Williams. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. Now he's free at the 35. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. How about that play off the call sheet to convert 3rd and 18 for a first down?
Here we go. Ready, set.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Throwing on second down, Williams. This one batted away. It's incomplete.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Biggie Angels, Biggie Angels, Biggie Angels.
On third down, it's Robinson. And he'll have it. He'll have it at the 16-yard line. First down picked up as the running game comes through.
First down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
What is that?
They'll go again with Robinson. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here as the clock stops. 50 seconds to play until halftime. Here's a 2nd and 6.
What is that?
Another run here for Robinson. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal. Their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns. Now they can make it 3-4-3. It is 1st and goal. Robinson, and he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Tootin will take this one into the end zone for a Charger touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Makes the score. Chargers 20. Dolphins 7.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. A return now from the 4. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Right set up to throw. Going up top. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
To leave on the coverage.
Here we go, Shaq. Cowboy 80.
He's going to look downfield once again. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He's going to try it here again. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
26-yard line.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. To the outside. He's got Smith. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
First down, Chargers.
Operating from the shotgun, under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Tui Pelotu getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
2nd down.
They run over center with Robinson. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Back-to-back plays by this defense now, Mike, winning these early downs. They get the sack on first, the tackle for loss on second, and now it brings up 3rd and long.
3rd and long. Off play action. Here's Williams. Forced to his right. And this will be caught right sideline, but no, out of bounds. The official says incomplete. Receiver could not get both feet down. And that's going to bring up 4th down. That's taken at about the 14. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the Contact incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. That's Ibuka in motion. On the ground, here is Manunga. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
At the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Slot man gonna move in motion left. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
That's taken in, and he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. A big play there on fourth down. Good for an even 20.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This one complete right side. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
Gain of 4. It's now
So, 3 quarters now in the books. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down. Back to the air one more time. Open man down the field, and there's Olsen. He's still got it. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
1st and 10.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 23-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Miami. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops. They're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
That is hot. And they get the 2-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Give, and here comes Robinson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. So, from the 37, here's second down and 5. Here's a toss left side for Robinson. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. On the give, it's Robinson. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They're able to convert by plenty on 3rd and 1. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's 1st and 10. RPO. That one is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Here's Robinson. And he's got another one. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, LA. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
23-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
That's good for a Dolphins 1st down.
He'll look to throw. Forced out wide. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Out to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
This is a really popular concept on 3rd down. It's good versus man, it's good versus zone. They call it mesh routes or drag routes. They want to create some traffic in the middle of the field and pop the receiver out the backside of the defense. But give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They rallied to the ball and keeps them short from picking up the 1st down.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. An incredible play there on 4th down in their own territory. 33 yards. They'll look to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
That's another Dolphins 1st down.
Now they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little, too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming.
Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll drop to throw and make it 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions. He's into the end zone for the score.
Dolphins 16.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Ready, flip.
On the ground, it's Robinson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
He's got this to Bijan Robinson. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. It's a gain there of 26 yards. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. And here comes Robinson on a toss to the right. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Now he'll air one out. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. That's caught left side by Olsen. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Seattle.
Denver. Hello, everybody. Alongside Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, let's dive right in. What are you looking forward to in this one?
Yeah, just about everything, Kate. But these are two such evenly matched teams. You and I know there's going to be 2, 3, 4 plays in this game that will likely define the outcome. That is the beauty of the NFL each and every weekend. Each and every Thursday and Sunday and Monday night, they come down to a couple plays. Who will they be? What will they be? When will they be? Tune in and watch.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Brought down at the
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Throwing is Darnold on third down. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars, they're off to a great start defensively. They forced a turnover on the opening possession. Well, we all know everybody wants to avoid an opening drive 3-and-out, partner, but given how that one just went, an opening drive punt probably doesn't seem too bad right now.
Oh, I think everybody on that sideline would co-sign, especially the quarterback. And you also now give life to this defense and their offense that runs on the field.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars will jump back to a 7-0 lead. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. Here's Smith on the return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner, and this gets out to the 30. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Now Darnold on the play action. Buying some time right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it's going to be 2nd down. Play fake, Darnold. Throw left side, complete. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen. Play goes nowhere.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Forced out to his right. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
Now Darnold, 4th down. Throw is caught by the back. And as we kind of expected, it does not